Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new DPK show. And today is a very important one because we might lose our jobs, you might lose your knives, and I suspect that in the coming years a lot is about to change regarding, being allowed to carry a knife.
And it's
all
not
over
good.
the world. It's coming to you too, no matter where you live.
Yeah.
We're going to talk all about that, but first we have
a giveaway. Check out my voiceover on this new giveaway.
We're giving away TRC This is Freedom, thanks to Sir Gents. We're giving away the Falkneven A1 Pro, thanks to the boys of DPK.
Hey, but we're also giving away in Falkneven F1X, thanks to DPK, yo.
The Bradford Guardian 4.5 and 3V, thanks to Blade SQ. The Lion Steel BM2, thanks to Lion Steel. And the Patent Fatfish Beluga, thanks to the Polish knife makers. And to top it all up, we got an XXL Fire Steel to give away thanks to the Scrawny Lumberjack. Oh yeah.
The winners are mentioned at the end of the video. Also this video, and never in the comments. This video is sponsored by Tools for Gents, son. Hey! For the real gentlemen. If you want to participate in that giveaway, go to the link in our description and join the Royal Knife Club.
And with that, you support us directly.
What is going on? There are a lot of knife regulations changing in the Netherlands and all around the world. But it recently happened here in the Netherlands. And that's a kind of a big thing. So first we want to ask you all, please tell us in the comments what the situation is in your country.
Yeah, because
and if you're still allowed to carry a knife.
Yeah, because we already feel it, when shipping DPK products like the DPK knife and even a Mora knife, that some countries, just like the UK, it is so hard to just
get past the customs
with just a standard normal use knife.
So the situation is that in the Netherlands the rules were simple. If you can explain why you carry that knife, and it is also logical for the situation you're in. So if you're walking in the woods and you're saying, oh yeah, I've got a knife with me for some bushcraft or whatever, that's okay. But if you're in the city and you are carrying a knife like a Victorinox or something, and you tell the officer, I'm carrying it to peel an apple or whatever, that would be good. Now,
if you in the city, for example, would have a fixed blade on your belt, that would be no excuse.
Yeah, that would be not good.
And look, that is something that I can agree with. I mean, we're in the Netherlands. We have 17 million people on a very, very small dirt spot. So I can, I'm okay with that.
It's controversy what you're telling us. It's controversy. You know why?
Why?
Because that's allowed in America.
Yeah.
Yeah? So maybe they don't think that rule is okay. But let me tell you right now, the rules in Europe work very different in comparison with the rules in the United States. But we're not going to discuss that, what rules are good or not. That is for a separate video, which we are not going to make. Because we have no knowledge of that.
No, it's too painful. People, there's going to be too much discussion about that.
Yeah. But the thing is, you used to be able to carry a Victorinox to peel an apple. Now the rules have changed that you actually, to make it plain and simple, now you actually need to also carry an apple to be able. So if you just have eaten that apple, you now have a problem.
Yeah. Then you have to throw away your Victorinox in the sewer because it's a murder weapon now. You don't have the apple anymore, so it's probably a murder weapon.
Yeah.
I think there are two sides to that coin, Mikkie, because this rule is not good for us people who like knives, who like to carry knives as tools, because let's all be clear here, for everybody watching this channel and for us, knives are tools, mainly, not weapons. In the end, I do think that it is a rule just to make officers, give them a little bit more freedom.
More power, actually.
More power, actually. Like, if they see like this 16-year-old schoolboy that's carrying this big folding knife in his pocket or whatever, they can say, hey, I don't trust that, I'm taking it. And that if they find you or me with a Victorinox and you say, I use that for my work, opening card box, whatever, that they are probably going to let you go. But this now all comes down on, like, if you have a police officer with, a good vibe going on. If he is cranky, he's going to take the knife.
It's very different than in America, because police officers in the Netherlands actually have a lot less power to do something than in the United States or whatever. But you do see knife crimes skyrocket at the moment here in the Netherlands, and that has been happening in the UK for a long time now. So knives actually have a very negative, a whole negative image now. And we also notice it that when we say that we are running a knife YouTube channel,
so people, knives. Why knives? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, so we also want to make
psycho.
We are now gonna speak about the side of knives that we do support and the side of knives that we actually hate.
So
and I think that the biggest difference, there's a big difference between the knives that people carry to commit crimes with.
Yeah.
Than the knives that we carry.
Yeah. Let me start by saying nobody ever who was going to commit a crime with a knife thought to itself, let's buy this knife with M390 steel that costs like €400.
Which is extra thick to baton wood very well, which will not even fit between somebody's ribs, maybe.
So, in most cases, murder weapons, knives, whatever you use to murder somebody is something that is an opportunistic weapon. So mostly a kitchen knife, a Stanley knife, or maybe the cheap knife that somebody bought at a dump store. Literally 300 meters from here, there was a young boy who tried to rob the hotel from the money. So when the guy went out of the back door to throw away the garbage, and when he opened the door, a guy with a machete came running in. With a machete, yeah.
Jesus.
So I was intrigued, and I looked up the pictures of the machete, and it was this really cheap Fostex Rambo machete that cost like €70.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. And
what also is another piece of evidence that what you're saying is true is that we have had the opportunity to actually buy a whole batch of knives that were taken from people by the police.
Yeah.
And we had the opportunity to buy a whole batch of these knives, and we did not do it because they were so
crap.
They were all crap knives,
yeah.
but not even knives that were remotely interesting.
Yeah.
And that does say a lot. When maybe 150 knives are confiscated, and not even one knife is nice for a YouTube review. Not even one.
No.
Then you're dealing with a lot of shit knives, Maarten.
If you're gonna ban knives and you want to hurt somebody, you're just gonna grab a hammer or a screwdriver. You're doing illegal activity. You don't even care about if you're carrying the knife illegally, because the whole thing about the stabbing is illegal.
Yeah, I understand that point, and the whole problem is that how easy do you want to make it for people to get that knife?
Yeah.
How easy do you want to make it?
So look,
because it is still legal to carry a knife, put it in your backpack, because I looked that up. That is still, but we want to have like a knife in our pockets to grab out to peel an apple.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and this is what my dad used to tell me when I was younger, and I do really understand it, is that even though you are not planning to use a knife, what is going to hold you from using it when you need to? Because if you are dealing with 5 guys who want to rob you in the Netherlands, who says that in that stressful situation you won't stab someone because you have that knife? Yeah. And that is a problem, because a lot of people would say, hey, but that is a legit reason to stab somebody.
Yeah.
And I actually don't even disagree. Because your life is now at stake. But the problem is that suddenly maybe you stab someone and you have now become a murderer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whilst normally you maybe would have been robbed. Yeah, I know it is kind of like reverse psychology, because it's crazy. Because we're also the same country that actually puts people in jail for protecting their own houses, and I know that is
so
pretty
stupid.
crooked.
It's so stupid.
But I want to avoid the whole political thing of that. Just factually, carrying that knife could actually by accident make you a murderer, and that is kind of
even
also
though you
the
didn't
dangerous,
intend to.
Also kind of a dangerous aspect of a knife, and that is just factually. I'm not saying any.
I definitely understand that point, but exactly, you also have a kind of the right to protect yourself.
Yeah, but the reason I do have to say, I do have to end my story. The reason why I do say that is that does keep me from taking my knife when I go to a club.
Yeah,
or when I when I have a gig, I leave my knives at home, because I also think, but there's no reason for me to take a knife there, even though I think I should be able to. Would you carry a $1,600 Velknieven?
Yeah.
if you are planning to kill someone?
No.
Or would you carry a $3 Action or IKEA knife?
I would pick a very...
I would carry my $1,800. no,
you know
but
what?
that
I
is-
would actually pick a knife that can be concealed very easily, but that is still very long, sharp, and cuts through everything easily, like a kitchen knife.
Wow, that sounds like advice.
Yeah, like a kitchen knife. But
Yeah, but it is true. You wouldn't. Our knives, the bushcrafting knives,
yeah,
are made with the exact opposite intent of killing, because we.
exactly.
Hey, I'll pick it right. We actually know that because we test out military knives sometimes, and military knives are actually made for violence. And when we test them out for survival, they are able to do it.
Yeah.
But the exact reasons why a knife is good at killing, namely a small tip,
Yeah.
not good for batoning.
Exactly.
Good for penetration.
Yeah.
Yeah, a knife has to be thin.
My small tip is also really good for penetration. I gotta say, ask my girlfriend.
Yeah. I asked her. The thickness that you need for a wood splitting knife is exactly the thickness that you do not want for a
Exactly.
violent knife.
Exactly. And yeah, that is the thing. And you know what maybe bothers me the most is that we're going into this kind of generation where we start cutting up our chicken breast with a bloody scissor, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe you buy it sliced already. I mean, knives are like the tools that made humans who they are today. It is like the main tool that made evolution for the human species possible.
Yeah. And I think that this whole generalization about knives should be stopped right now. Yeah. You know why? Because a knife is not only a knife. We have knives are in a spectrum. There should be a whole LGBTQ community only revolving around knives.
Yeah.
You know? Because that is a real spectrum.
Exactly.
And we should accept them all. Only, there is a difference.
Yeah.
And the difference should be celebrated.
Oh, you're carrying a combat knife. Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay. You can have it.
What we're doing with knives is exactly the same thing that's going wrong in society. We have a knife and a different knife. And instead of celebrating the differences and the qualities of this knife and this knife, we are just saying, no, but they are both knives. I hate that because...
Hey, now we are getting into this thing where generalization really isn't a good thing.
No, generalization is a very terrible thing because we should appreciate
I never
the
looked at it this
differences.
way.
Yeah, no, but this is, when you speak to me for a little while, people open up and grow their personalities. No, okay. But what I want to say is that because we are focusing on that a knife is a knife, that is creating a huge problem in the world and also creating a lot of anger.
And you know what? It's not the knife that's the weapon. It's the person holding it.
Yeah. But I mean, if people were also bushcrafting with kitchen knives and stabbing people with cheap kitchen knives, we would have a problem. But that's not what's happening.
Exactly.
So if an officer, I think also, if an officer catches someone with a bushcraft knife, which doesn't, who isn't not in a place where like a dance club or something, just hold it for a little bit.
Yep.
I think they also should use that logic to please not take his knife of him, because come on, ladies and gentlemen, we all know it.
I am now wondering, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of officers watch our channel. Yeah, Dutch officers, American officers, German officers. Those are the worst German officers. No, just kidding. I'm wondering because, I mean, it's your job to carry out the law. Yeah, and I think also that people should respect an officer because he's doing his job.
Yeah.
But I just want to get the opinion of the officers in the comments to hear what they think about this and what they would do if the law would say, hey, don't carry a Victorinox.
Yeah. And
somebody, a gentleman like me, is carrying a Victorinox. Say, hey, look, I use that to open up boxes at my work. Or I peel my apple with it, you know.
Yeah, because a Victorinox, everybody knows it's very smart to stab someone with a Victorinox, which actually slams down on your own fingers and loses your everything of your own hand. I mean, everybody knows
you spread DNA everywhere.
That is to tell us your situation. If you're an officer, please tell us maybe what the solution would be in your mind.
Maybe we are short-sighted.
Yeah, probably.
I'm short.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and we are actually not in a position to tell you anything. We are just, informing you about a situation.
Yeah. And if you completely disagree with us, also do tell, because this is not agreeing with someone's opinion is not a bad thing.
No, you just get banned from this channel.
Yeah, exactly. We are always open for discussion and hearing different thoughts, but these are our thoughts.
They are big IQ thoughts, though.
Yeah, definitely. I have a PhD. Do I have a PhD? I don't have a PhD. No, I'm a bachelor of science.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Please join our giveaway and subscribe and like, and see you next Thursday.
Yeah.